Welcome back to Route 40 Rust. This time we're going to finish up the dash on the 1948 Pontiac Streamliner Deluxe. And my oldest is going to help me do it. Let's get at her. This car smells like a lot of cat pee.
Yeah.
It's true. Itchy.
I'm most definitely showering.
I think with all that rain we got, it just added to the smell. What's it smell like in here? Like if you were buried alive for 2 weeks. Smells
2
like
weeks
that.
in a coffin of cat pee. Yeah, that's fairly accurate.
I think I have lice now. Don't tell Mom. All right, let's go.
I'm stuck. Nope, never mind.
Well, we got some rain coming in, so what a perfect time to stay in the barn, stay dry, and piddle around with that dash we painted last week. If you haven't seen that video, I'd go check it out if I were you. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. But if not, you know, that's cool. It's alright if you didn't like it. We're going to go ahead and go through this totes of parts we got laying around here from the previous owner, had the 48 Pontiac, and just tore it all to pieces and left it in the back seat, and we're sorting that out now. So might need your guys' help to identify some of the parts. I might be able to fumble my way through some of them, but if we get this dash put together, maybe I can enlist one of my eldest children to come out here and muscle it in. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But first, I need to do something with that radio that we caught on fire. I don't know, so let's start with the radio and then start messing with that dash we just painted. Let's go check it out. Well, don't get mad at me. I'm gonna try to take this faceplate off this radio for a couple reasons. One, this thing has the same weight and displacement as a Honda engine. So just to mock up this dash, we're gonna try to just remove all that without, you know, not permanently. So don't get upset, purists. I like you. You're a little rough on a guy sometimes. Just get this faceplate off, you know, kind of like the good old days when you popped it off, put it in a case, and then put it in your pocket when you went to school. Kind of ordeal, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'll tell you right now, prying these old knobs off, maybe the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Sweet Lord. We did not land on the moon. The technology was not there, I'll tell you that much. Look at what is happening. What? I don't even, I'm at a loss for words. I'm sure there's a old radio guy out there that just knows what all this is. There's a fuse dangling around down there. We're just gonna go ahead and button this back up and pretend we never messed with it. And you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, the extra weight ain't no problem. I can handle it. We'll move on. We're okay. It's fine. Well, now that we've fully restored that vintage radio, we can move on to other things. Let me show you where we're at. So this is the top, mind you. Threw the gauges in. Didn't really do much cleaning of all. I found the pieces to the clock, this ring that the adjuster goes to, but don't worry, the glove box isn't really attached. I gotta find that hardware. We'll wait to put the radio in, you know, because Listen, I did something I'm not proud of, okay? I just put it back together and spray painted it black so you wouldn't see the fire that I started. Gosh. How's this go? I don't know. I don't want to say my final word on if you're going to do a project car, don't just blow it apart. You know, I'm going to keep whining about this forever. But I have no idea how this goes back together. I thought that trim ring went on the outside of the clock and stuff, and I don't have any of the hardware. I don't know where that latch is, the key for the glove box. Got that figured out. I don't know what that is. There's not one on the other side. I don't know went there. I don't know. I think that's ignition. I don't know went there. I don't know what these are. I'm guessing those are steering column. I don't know what. I just don't know. Okay, all I have is a couple pictures off the internet of some dashes on these things, so I can try to figure it out. I don't know. I just don't know. So what I'm going to do now is go through this tub of parts and see if I can't find. I do have the ignition switch. It's in there, so that's cool. I don't know if there's a trim ring for it that says on, off, or whatever. I don't know glove box stuff. So I got to go through this box. And I got coffee. I got another box somewhere abouts, I think sitting on that old FE engine, and I just got to see if I can't find hardware and parts and, you know, bezels and things to kind of button up this dash. But I think the more I add all the bells and whistles, the kind of bronzed, the dirty penny color I'm looking for on this green is coming out just fine and dandy. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to take that screw out because I don't know. So if you've got, let me say this right now, if you've got 48 Streamliner or any Pontiac post-war-ish, I need a picture of the dash. I don't know where any of this goes. I just don't. I wish I would have taken it apart and kept all the pieces in a baggie up in the loft of the barn, so I had everything. Ran over. Let's rummage through a tote of parts again. Okay, I calmed down. Mostly thanks to this beautiful drizzle we have going on right now and a Braunschweiger sandwich. But I'm going to officially enlist your guys' help, especially you old timers who've been telling me stories of when you had this car, when you were a young pup, cruising the town, chasing the girls. You dogs, you. Anyway, if you can flip back in the old Rolodex memory, way back, blow the cobwebs off, I could use your help. I went through my tote of parts, and I've got a pile of switches. Some of them I recognize, some of them, most of them I don't. And we're going to try to make sense of the senseless here. So let's just go through them. Maybe comment below. I don't know if we can do some sort of crime scene. You know, maybe I'll get a Sharpie or something. I don't know. Let's take our time. It's going to be kind of boring, but bear with me. I need you to get your reading glasses, pen and paper. Tell the wife, get in the kitchen, bake some cookies or something, put the dog outside, whatever you gotta do. I need your full attention. Let me get a Sharpie. I'm distracted already. That dash is looking amazing. All right, here's what I got. Now, let's start with things I do know. That's the adjuster for the wipers, right? A vacuum valve. And if I've seen correctly, it goes in that hole right there on top of the dash above the radio, right? Let's put that there. Remind me to move this blanket because I've got a feeling a barn cat's gonna think that's a nice hammock to take a nap and knock all this down. We don't want that. All right. This cigar lighter. And I got a trim bezel. Got that. We don't need a designation. Ashtray with some hardware with a wooden pull handle. I really don't know where that goes, you know, so don't know that. This, none of us will know. These pieces, I'm assuming, are some sort of hold downs for the interior windshield trim. Another bezel, I'm hoping ignition cylinder. Let's go ahead and knock out the ignition. So I've seen enough pictures to know that it goes there, which means it uses these two holes, these provisions to mount, like so. And I think that extra bezel I have goes to ignition, but what goes there, what goes here, and what goes there, and what goes everywhere else? Was headlight switch next to ignition? I don't know, so we'll put that there. I've got this doohickey. I guess another vacuum thing. I don't know. Washer pump. Is this what went up here? I know on some older vehicles the washer pump button was top left out of the way, or did it go here? I'm guessing that's headlight switch. I don't know. I'm guessing washer pump there. I don't know. Let me know about that guy. Got a bulb assembly with a shield. Don't know where that goes. Don't even know if that's an interior part. We have this. So I'm assuming takes a bulb, goes to the dash somewhere. I don't know. Got these two switches. Are these door jams for dome light, which I did find a dome light switch, I'm guessing. I don't know where that goes. This looks like two headlight switches. This one's a little seized up. I don't know how to get that off, and I'm scared to really torque on it and break it. So maybe the cigar lighter with similar trim as the ignition switch, those ones side by side, so you could turn the car on, push that in, start the car, that'll pop out, light your cigarette up, put her in drive and go. And then this guy, I don't know about this guy either. It's kind of a nice stainless piece to be not interior. And then I've got stuff out of all this hardware. I got to figure out which one goes to the glove box. I don't know. Maybe the Sharpies were a bad idea. Probably don't even work. That one works. Thanks for proving me wrong, jerk. They both work. Whatever. Man, this is a nice little spring rain we got here. So I guess I'm going to move on and try to figure out glove box hardware. I should be able to make something happen with these 800 fasteners I've got. But if you have any idea on any of this stuff, comment below. Call me an idiot if you want. I mean, rarely do I post a video that someone doesn't call me an idiot, and I appreciate that. Well, the barn cats don't even care anymore. Like, I'm here and it's like, hey, I'm gonna go upstairs, hang out, whatever. It's like teenagers. Well, so far I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm doing here. I did drop the glove box again. That's okay, because we did that magic paint. It's all chip resistant, right? Now, to get this headlight switch in, I really don't want to go tugging and twisting, but if it's anything like newer headlights, you kind of got to push something somewhere and it'll pop out, maybe. Did it. Problem is, something needs to screw into there to make it look nice. To mount it. I need to find that. And then it goes there. So let's look for that a minute. You'd never guess where I found it. On the old headlight switch. Let's just hope it goes here. It's got to be a brace or a bracket or something. Oh gosh. Somebody took like a grinder to it. And there's probably should be a rubber grommet. But remember, wait till you see that mess. Good night. Uh-oh. That's ugly. It's oh. I don't know. That ain't right. Whatever. You guys ready to check this out? Now a lot of it's wrong. Missing a lot. But check out this beauty. All right. Tell you what, I'm sure the camera does not do it justice. Some stuff's barely in there. This headlight switch is iffy at best, but we do have ignition. Coil on, coil off. Can light the smokes, just kind of loose. We got that, which I'm probably going to try to use that oil pressure gauge, or not. I don't know. Run a new copper line to it, or just not do anything. I don't know. The radio's still at the, you know, vintage radio repair shop that's going to cost me $10,000. And by that I mean I spray painted it black on the jack stand over there. And the clock. We can even change the time. I don't know, maybe in the future we'll work out a 6-volt thing to make this clock do clock things again. I cannot find the lock and latch for the glove box, which is a shame. And I do have the wiper adjusters, which will also not be functioning. I don't know. I just don't know. Unless I run vacuum off the intake that went to the fuel pump and run power brakes and tee off of it. I don't know. Let's see if I can open this without danger. So that opens. I think I scared the barn cat off. Close it one-handed. Oh gosh, bad things are happening. Stay. I'm sure there's a rubber seal. So I'm gonna go through my California Pontiac parts catalog and see what kind of bells and whistles they got. Now if you were working on, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s Chevy, Ford, Dodge. You can get an LMC catalog and have all these bells and whistles for $4 a piece. This thing, I just don't know what's gonna happen. But we can put the radio in with the knobs and the faceplate. That'll look good. Still don't know what that is. Still gonna guess washer pump. And I have not found that fake wood grain looking trim piece that goes around the windshield. Maybe it's laying around in there, I don't know. And the headlight switch is bad. I think we're just gonna leave the dash decorative for the time being and maybe tuck away some functioning stuff down here, you know. I don't know, we'll see. But the point of all this was for you guys to see how this dash turned out. And I know, usually I don't do nice things. Nice things is not my expertise. It's just, you know, greasy knuckles and get it done, and it rolls down the road at 42 miles per hour. But, you know, figure that interior, just to show you guys I'm not a total hack. You know, painted the dash, threw some pieces on there, rummaged through some old fasteners. Looking pretty good. But I still need help on all those other pieces. Ashtray, where's the ashtray go? Under the radio? That makes sense. You can smoke and change the station and ash right there. I don't know. Surely not in the glove box. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But hey, nice quick little update on a nice rainy day to get this dash in one piece. Appreciate you guys watching. But please, above all, comment below if you know where some of these knickknacks go, or I can find some of them. I don't know. Pontiacs are definitely not my thing. Old Pontiacs are definitely not my thing. But we're figuring it out, one bolt at a time. Think you push it down maybe? There you go.
There is no floor.
No, there is no floor.
There is no floor.
Alright, so go ahead and get your bolt out. And grab your fender washer I got laying on the cat blanket. Alright, so again, just don't let that glove box flip open, and it's kind of greasy on the bottom of this dash because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna come up over this steering wheel, watch out for the glass, and it's just gonna go there.
It's falling out of the car. Oh, thanks.
I gotta go, and it sits on top of that bracket that you just pulled the bolt out of.
Okay.
Are you on top of the dash, sitting on top of it?
No. Yet.
Nope, I was wrong. It goes below it.
That's what I thought. 'Cause I'm like,
Because that bracket's threaded.
okay.
Alright, I'm below it. I guess now's a good time to let everybody know that I went ahead and ordered the 4 wheels we need, those US wheel smoothies. You know, I only had that one. If you've been following this project, you know how I am.
Where is the board?
But I ordered the other 3. I'm proud of myself. So, glove box.
I would sit in the floor, but there's no floor.
You're not up on. I think you got to be. Hey, see your dash? Yeah, there you go. I got a glove box.
Where is the...
Help is on the way.
Okay, I got it.
Is it threading easy?
Yeah. I'm just scared to let the glove
Yep,
box
you're
go.
right. We'll find.
I think I got it.
Glove box can lay open. So yeah, buying all those wheels wasn't cheap. Nope.
What'd you do?
Here's $20. Don't tell your mom I bought a bunch of wheels. put in your pocket, and never speak of this again. Okay?
What'd you buy?
Nothing. So now we gotta rummage through the parts and find a couple machine screws to hold it up top here. And Abby, if you want to, you can take that door panel apart, try to figure out why it's not opening from the inside, because that's annoying. Ugh. I think, see how mine's missing the trim around the window?
Yeah.
Okay, you got to get your trim off, so that you're going to look for little screw holes, probably various spots. We'll sniff around for, you see some screws. Yeah, so that's going to have to come out, and then once we get that off, we'll have to figure out how some of these cranks and bits and bobs come off to get this door card off, which is just old wood or cardboard. So if you want to, if not, it don't matter. Such a nice day out. I don't really. All right, let's find some screws and figure out how to keep that dash. Ooh, we might have to pull this back out again.
Again?
Well, I thought I could snake the radio up in here, and I still might if we go that way with it. That radio is huge. So let me see if I can snake the radio in before you start on that door. If I can't, we'll pull the dash back out, put the radio back together, and then put it back in. All right? Oh! Things are happening. Oh, you shut your door.
Yes, I did.
You gotta lay on the cat side.
The floor on this is even.
Ooh. Ooh. It hurts. Am I close to coming in there? Okay. Playing. This is disgusting. I wish I had a blanket. It's itchy. So, wish that I'm gonna. Gosh, oh, you really finger tighted this.
You told me to.
Well, I can't undo it.
Sorry. You gave me a job. I did job. End of story.
Maybe you cross-threaded it.
What does that mean?
Oh, I got it. Alright.
Did you fall on the foot?
Yep, hold those. That's your job. Don't lose that. Maybe that'll give me all the room I need. Ugh. Oof. Ah. Oh. Okay. Put those screws on. Those nuts.
I keep on getting hit in the head with things. Why?
Because there's old wires hanging. Alright, don't go too tight.
I'm losing it. Why?
Yeah, that one's goofy. Because they're fine thread. Good enough for now. I think.
Just falls.
Okay, now. Still gotta find those screws, which is fine. Alright, let me go see what else I need for this radio. Good work. Ah!
What'd you do?
You touched the steering column.
I didn't do anything.
Don't touch things.
I didn't do anything.
Don't slam things.
Sorry. Where's the handle? sleep with my leg.
You'll have that.
There. A little bit.
You got the truck stop blanket. I don't. I got.
There was a cat in here.
Not even the cat. A stray cat will sleep on this side. It's so gross. Alright, anyway.
This wire. Ah, demon bug.
Look at that. Well, there you have it, folks. We got some of it together. We're missing that lock latch button thing for the glove box. So I think I'm gonna put a pot of coffee on and look through that California Pontiac parts catalog and see if I can't pick one of those up. We do got to pull the dash out for multiple reasons. Again, I think I didn't tighten the cluster up. I didn't hook the speedometer cable up, assuming that might work. And then, you know, all the little doodads I just kind of tucked up in there. The hood release is fine, but this thing, I don't know what she does. But the bracket needs to go underneath the dash so that it can be fastened. Doot, 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 doot. Turn the radio on, show you how it works. Check this out. Wouldn't it be nice if we were older? See, maybe that $1 million rebuild, you know, doesn't sound that great. We'll work on it, but you know what they say about beaters, the price of the parts are greater than the sum, or something like that. Yeah, there's the dash. Turned out pretty good. Lighting's all not that great, so. Oh, we didn't roll that window. Roll that window. Ah, got it. I'm gonna leave this open because I don't want the cat coming in through the cat port, bumping that and it falling and being a ruckus. So maybe the cat can have kittens in there. I don't know. But anyway, sure is nice to have something good to look at on this vehicle at the moment. So yeah, I think the way this is going, we're gonna really make the interior nice, you know, and let the outside not be nice. We're gonna put some time and effort and attention to detail into that interior, and by that I mean I'm gonna have my wife reupholster these seats with a nice dirty penny copper bronze. What'd she call? She used a fancy fashion word like the Gilded Age. I didn't even say it like she did. The Gilded Age. The Gilded Age. The Gilded. I don't know. It's trashy, I guess. So yeah, and we'll wait for the wheels, the wheels to come in, if you remember those, and then we'll figure out tires and Still haven't messed with the brakes anymore, but I gotta quit pedaling with the Pontiac because I gotta shift fire over to the 66 Ford because the bed is about to come off. You know, I don't know where your tax dollars go when you buy a gallon of gas, but it's sure not to the roads. Now this thing being a camper special is, you know, it rides rough, but this bed is extra not attached. So I threw a spare tire in there, an old 16.5, you know, that weighs a ton, to kind of keep it all not falling off. So I need to run a carriage bolt through that real quick so I can drive this all week, because I've been driving the 1 ton and it's kind of, I'm just bored. I want to drive the 66, and once a splash of rain we got coming this week, we're gonna get the tractor out and take the Meyer hardtop off the 74 CJ5 and go in the summer mode there. So there's that. Hope you liked the maybe a midweek update video we did on the Pontiac. Probably gonna take a little breather from that while we wait on some parts, and I've got a bunch of stuff that I gotta do. Primarily the 86 Suburban. I've got 30, 40 days to do about 3 months worth of body work and paint to it that I'm not skilled enough to do, but I got to get started somewhere. So we're gonna do that so we don't look like utter trash on Power Tour. Again, we're not taking the Suburban on Power Tour because it's a Suburban and we're just whatever. We got to meet some folks out in Indianapolis and figure we got to go to the event anyway, and we got to drive something anyway, so might as well church up the Suburban the best we can and cruise it to Indy and meet the folks we got to meet, say hi, do some hugs, and pick up some parts. So comment below, especially if you know what any of those bits and pieces are in the tote that go to this car. I don't know, or that lever, it's like the horse-drawn wagon brake. I don't know. I got stuff to do. I got beds to fix. We'll see ya. Have a good one.